Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am showing you how I got this scrumptious, beautiful summer makeup look. So I just did a whole tutorial on this look. It is one of my go-to favorite looks for the summertime. There's a little bit of peach, a little bit of brown eyes, a little bit of shimmer. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel down below. Also hit that post notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload. Alright you guys, let's get into it. Okay, for summer, you're always going to want to protect your skin. So if your moisturizer doesn't have SPF in it, a good thing to do is get a primer or another SPF that has SPF in it. What? Today I'm using the Milani Prime Perfect SPF 30 Face Primer. So I just put this all over the face. I really like this one because, I mean, it has SPF 30 and you want to have something that has SPF 30 or higher. I like this too because it doesn't smell like sunscreen, which is a bonus. And it gives my skin a nice glow, which is perfect for the summertime. The second primer I'm going to use is the Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer. I've been talking about this for a while now because it's really great at reducing pores. I love using it in my T-zone. Today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 128 Warm Nude. This is a little dark for me, so I am going to be adding in some Lightening drops from Catrice. I'm super fair right now, so that's why 128 is even a little bit too dark for me. So now using those drops, it's just blending perfectly. And then this is a sponge from the Ulta Collection brand. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling with some acne again on this side of my face. This side has been really, really good lately. I think that I am breaking out from rosehip oil. It helps so much with my scarring. Like, I notice it helps a lot. So I'll kind of like incorporate it every now and then I'll simplify my routine. And I think that is what's breaking me out, which is really sad because it creates the scars, but then it heals the scars. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys have any remedies for scarring other than like vitamin C and stuff, please let me know. I just want something that's hopefully not going to break me out, but I like oils and stuff, so let me know down below in the comments. To spot conceal, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium. I wonder if this is going to match me or not. Looks pretty decent. So I just like that Fit Me foundation for the finish, and it has about a medium coverage. And then I go over my zits and my problem areas with the concealer so that it doesn't look too heavy on the face. Then for under the eye concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Dark Circles, Dark Circle Eraser, Neutralizer, something like that. So I like to do this under the eyes to really brighten it up in there. And then a little bit in the center of the face. And then of course blend everything out with this damp sponge just to make sure everything's really absorbed into the skin. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is like melding into the skin, which is super nice. The reason I'm letting it sit there is so that it kind of dries down so that we don't move all of the product around. Now I just go in with my Ultimate Blending Brush from e.l.f. and stipple to blend the edges. But then the main layer is kind of like dried onto the skin. That's like one of my biggest tips if you have acne, is like kind of let the concealer sit there before you start blending everything out and moving stuff around. Now we're gonna go on to some more cream products. I feel like I've been using this in every single tutorial, but I really like this product. This is the Wet n Wild Oaks on You Contour Stick. So like it's in the shade Oaks on You. I just take some on here and then go in with it. I'm not going to use a ton today because I am more fair and it is a warmer shade, so we don't want to go too overboard with it and make me look orangey. Then just a little bit on the nose, and then I go in and just kind of pounce around. I love having like a more sun-kissed looking nose, so I'll put bronzer on my nose, and then also when we go into blush, I'm definitely going to put some blush on my nose just because I feel like it looks so youthful and summery. I just love it. And then I like to do this under my lip to make it look bigger, get those va-va-voom juicy lips. I'm going to go in with one more liquid product, well, two technically, but the same kind of product. These are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo highlighters in the shades Hello Goodbye or Halo Goodbye, and Gilded Glow is the gold one. So I can't use the gold one by itself right now because it is too dark, so I have to mix them. Ooh, baby. And I'll put some on my nose, in my nasal region. Now, just to set the under eyes so our under eyes don't crease like a freaking crazy man, I'm going to put the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Fair Light underneath the eyes. I'm going to take a little bit of powder with this, oh, I just hit myself, with this brush from Wet n Wild that came in their Pro brush set. You can get these individually now on their site, I believe. And I'm just going to blend out with my finger any creases and set that area. And then I'm going to use the tiniest bit on the nose and forehead and chin. Okay, and then of course I'm going to go back in with my sponge and just pounce it all into the skin, make it meld into the skin. Then I'm going to use this blush from Flower Beauty. This is their Flower Pots Powder Blush in Peach Primrose. So gorgeous. This is the prettiest peachy blush for the summertime. Oh my gosh. Ah! And it's matte, so it doesn't like compete with the highlight or anything. And then it won't accentuate any of this stuff I have going on. And then, like I said, I'm just going to use a tiny bit and go over the nose area just to kind of make it like look like we're all sun-kissed, you know? For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Chocolate Bar palette from Too Faced. I haven't used this in so long on my channel. This is the palette right here. If you have been on my channel for a while, I used to use this all the time. It's probably one of my all-time favorite palettes. I love it so much. So I'm going to go for a very like bronzy, summery look. So first, I'm going to take Salted Caramel right here in the palette. And then I'm just going to start sweeping this into the crease. Okay, I feel like this one's not blending very well because I used so little powder. So I'm going to take some of White Chocolate in the palette, just this white shade, and go over this lid just to make sure everything blends well, or go over the crease. Make sure the shades blend well. And then I'm going to kind of diffuse this a little bit with that White Chocolate shade, just to make sure everything's blending. Okay, back to scheduled programming. So again, going into Salted Caramel and just making sure everything's nice and blended, really getting into that crease and deepening it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go into the more detailed brush from Wet n Wild, this one here, and I'm going to take Milk Chocolate in the palette, this one. And then again, I'm going to concentrate this more in the crease, but more on the outer edge of the eye. So I'm first kind of placing this, but I'm mainly just trying to press it in there and then lightly sweeping back and forth. Why didn't I do my brows first? I totally just like blanked on that. I don't know why I didn't do my brows. For the lid, I'm going to use two different shades. This one is called Hazelnut right here, and this is going to be focused in the outer V of the eye. And then place it on the outer part. It does have a tiny bit of shimmer in it. It's just a really pretty shade. So I'm kind of just smoking it out a little bit. And then, like I said, I'm going to take another shade called Creme Brulee here. It's this gorgeous gold shade. I use this all the time, or I used to when I use this palette. It's my favorite gold shade because it's not super chunky. It's just like, I don't know, it's just a gorgeous shade. It just makes your eyes pop without being crazy, crazy chunky gold. And then go back in with that brown brush, like the one we use for the darker browns, to blend and just blend everything together. For the inner corner, I'm going to use Marzipan right here. I'm just going to place this on the inner part of the eye. This is also so stunning on the lid. If you've never used this palette, like, it's stunning on the lid. Okay, now I'm going to go do my brows off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, the brows are now done, so we're going to go back into the palette and basically use very similar colors on the lower lash line. So I'm going to dip into this one right now called Salted Caramel and go along the lash line. Then I'm dipping into Milk Chocolate, the other brown that we used. And then just to deepen it a little bit more, I'm going to take this shade right here that we used in the outer corner. And I'm going to use this flat brush here to really define the outer part of the eye along the lash line. And just shimmy it back and forth. Then just to make sure it connects, I'm going to do this along the top as well. Just making sure we initially got into those lashes. So today I am wearing falsies, but first I'm going to use this Physicians Formula Killer Curves Mascara. Then for lashes today, I'm going to be using these Wispies by Ardell. They're not demi wispies, they're a little bit different, and they're so, so good. Alrighty, Rue, let's finish things up. I just put on my lashes, and I also did mascara on the lower lash line because I have to do that step. And now we are going to use, okay, I'm just going to knock things over. We're going to use a lip liner now. This is from Rimmel. This is their Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses lip liner in the shade Natural. Line the lips. I can't talk when I do this. I can do it. Okay, so I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Poet. I love this shade. Alright, should I put on a lip gloss? I think I'm going to put on a lip gloss because why not? Oh, this is my favorite lip gloss, like, ever. This is the e.l.f. lip gloss. Plumpling Lip Gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. Like, look how glamorous this looks with all the little glitters in it. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Oh, yeah, this needed a gloss. A little gloss, and we're good to go. Okay, one last step. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Beauty Shield Spray Daily Defense Makeup Mist, and thank God. Oh, yes. Thank God. Oh, actually, it tastes kind of good. Thank God e.l.f. figured out how to do their sprays because I really like their primer spray, but the mist on it is just horrendous. I should try it again because this mist is really good. Alright, you guys, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe down below. Again, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!